When we think about life insurance, you need to think about your overall perspective and where you are in your life. Are you single at this time? Are you married? Do you have children? What life insurance is really there for is Hey guys, it's Joe here with Intellipain Financial. Today I want to talk about what is life insurance and what does it actually cover. This is a question I get every often when it comes to life insurance planning along with financial planning. I think it's important that people understand the importance of life insurance and why you need it. First of all, let's talk about what is it and what does it cover for us. When we think about life insurance, you need to think about your overall perspective and where you are in your life. Are you single at this time? Are you married? Do you have children? What life insurance is really there for is a couple of things. It provides a death benefit for you if something happens to you, and then it covers your family, that your family is always taken care of. Now, if you're single and not married, don't have children, and you don't plan on that changing, don't think you don't need life insurance, because you are still going to have final expenses to pay for, and maybe you have debt, maybe you have college loans. Anything that you still owe on needs to be covered. Life insurance is still very important. Now that we understand that it's important and why they struggle trying to figure out how much life insurance do we actually need. Now, when you think about life insurance, there's a number of ways you can look at this. And what I like to tell people is, in most cases, it's what are you comfortable with? There's standard strategies that you want to look at. It's looking at your income, multiply that by 10 times, and then take what we call a dime approach. And that is looking at your debt, your income, your mortgage, and your education. If something were to happen to you, do you have enough coverage to cover any debts that you have? Or are you going to be leaving your family, spouse, kids struggling to pay for these things? Look at the income loss that you will have. That's why we multiply or use a factor of 10. If that doesn't seem like enough, then reevaluate and determine if maybe you want more than that. But it's a good starting point. Look at your mortgage. How many more years do you have to pay off, and what do you owe? Again, if you were to pass on and your spouse, family members lose your income, they are still possibly on the hook for your mortgage. And then lastly is, depending upon where you are in life, maybe your kids are in high school and we have college costs coming up. How are you going to pay for that if you pass away and now your spouse is stuck? You want to think about it. The easiest way to remember that is DIME. It stands for debt, income, mortgage, and education. Okay, now that we understand what we need and we've talked about what it covers, how do we basically decipher between the different types? There's really two types of life insurance out there. There's what we call term insurance, and then there's what we call whole life policies. Now there's a few different styles of whole life, which I'll just touch on as well. But to keep it simple, term insurance is exactly what it's stated. It is term insurance. You may buy a 10-year policy, a 20, a 30, for example, but once that term is over, then that insurance goes away. You either need to reapply and get a new policy, or you just lose that life insurance altogether. Now, there's definitely some benefits to it because typically doesn't pay out, but it is there for coverage should something happen to you. Cost is much cheaper for a term policy, but there's really no additional benefits to it. You have to look at what your budget is, where you are in life, to determine how much insurance you may need at those prospective periods. Now, whole life is another option. Okay, it's a little more expensive because it is going to cover you for the rest of your life as long as premiums are paid according to the policy's contract. Now, with that stated, it also comes with living benefits that people may not be aware of, because whole life can build cash value inside the policy's chassis. This gives you options where you can use this all this cash value can be used for retirement income that is tax-free. A lot of these policies have long-term care benefits should you need or have health issues in the future. There's a number of different benefits that apply to all the different types of policies. Now, with those whole lives, you also have what we call indexed universal life policies, and variable life policies. Now, Those fall into the category of whole life, but at the end of the day, you just want to make sure you understand the different moving pieces and parts of those policies. In conclusion here, life insurance is important, and I think a lot of times people overlook it because they're more focused on their financial plan and they're uncertain at how life insurance fits into the whole perspective of the plan. If you fall in that category, you're not sure how to determine what you need and how to put that into your financial plan, give us a call. We're here to help you. You can reach us from our website at IntelliPlan Financial, or our information is inside the book. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your day.